name is Siobhan Rock, and I'm 40 years old. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with ALS. Now, what is ALS? It took me, I don't know how long to start to be able to pronounce it correctly. So, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis is what it is, and it's a degenerative disease where, well, the best way for me to explain is when the nerve cells that are in the spine and the spinal cord, those are the only nerve cells in our body that don't regenerate, and once they die for good. And those nerve cells that connect to or communicate to the muscles, they're dying, and so my muscles are wasting and they're not responding anymore, so they're actually paralyzing. At first it was really fast, like it was my hands, my fingers, and losing the ability to do small things that we take for granted, like just tweezing eyebrows, holding a toothbrush, washing my hair, like trying to find a way to, okay, how am I gonna wash my hair. Little things like even when I'm sitting down and then having to come up from sitting, I just have to plan my day around, okay, well, how many times I'm going to get up from a chair and down, because it becomes exhausting. So with the 2 kids in the house, I'll sit somewhere and then they'll run off, they'll go here, they'll go there, they'll go here, they'll go there, and I'll end up having to try and follow them, and that becomes dangerous because then I get really tired and end up falling. I always knew that I could still walk, but now, like in the last 3 weeks, it's, I don't, I'm not even trying. I don't even want to risk falling. The other thing that I've noticed happening is, well, you see, there are a lot of twitches, and the twitches are happening everywhere all the time. And it's like popcorn. And the way I feel the twitches, it's almost like an indicator that, okay, those are the next muscles that are going to weaken, and those are the next muscles that I'm going to lose. So the twitching, I would really feel a lot of twitching in my legs. I know there are twitches in my arms, but I don't feel them as much. And recently I've been feeling a lot of twitching in my face. And we'll see how long that will take, but hopefully it will take a really long time so I don't lose the ability to speak or to move my facial muscles. Yeah, so that's scary. The worst for me will be to lose the ability to talk. I'm okay with, as much as it hurts, to lose the ability to walk or to move my arms. But the worst for me is going to talk. Once, because when you think about it, the body is going to be completely paralyzed, and then the only way I have to communicate is through my words or my facial expressions, and once that is gone, then how do I continue to communicate with the world outside? So it's a fear of being trapped inside my body. It's that slow. Although it's not slow, but you just know every day with every twitch there's a little bit of death that's happening, and it's the body. So it's letting go. My gosh, it's letting go of the body. And that's hard because I'm 40 and I've always been in tip-top shape, and I've always been very proud to be very strong physically and mentally, and having to accept that my body's depleting, and you know, there are some days I don't feel very pretty, and so it takes a strong will or a strong inner beauty to be able to overlook that. But I still want to be like every other woman who's 40, you know, be feeling healthy and feeling strong. And, yeah. I heard of a quote that was shared with me, and it's not my quote. It was shared with me from someone who heard it from someone else. Facing death is like looking at the sun. You can only look at it for so long, and you have to turn away and not look at it. You have to leave it, because it just it'll just damage you. I'm lucky because I've got these two little babies at home. Like, there's now 1-year-old, my son is 1, my daughter's going to be 3 soon. But they live in the moment. It's reaction, action. It's constantly, we're busy all the time. And it's great because I'm very present, and I'm very with them. I don't have time to start thinking about that journey that I'm going to have, that I'm on right now, the journey to my death kind of thing, I guess. I don't have time to think of all that. And it just, with the 2 little ones, I don't have a choice but to be in the moment and not worry about the future and not dwell on the past. I mean, it sounds so cliche, but it's true. If I start thinking about all the stuff that I could do before and now that I can't do, then I'm going to be really sad. And I'm not putting on a brave face. It's survival. It's a survival technique, I think, for me not to go there. I appreciate what I did. And I'm glad I didn't waste any time when I was in top shape and full of energy. And now I don't feel that I have to have that bucket list and I have to get certain things done. I have to do this and this and this and this. I'm very content. Yeah, I think I'm very content. Of course I have regrets, and but I'm not living there. I'm living in the, okay, well, we have to think of dinner, what we're going to make for dinner. Okay, now we have to tidy up, and how am I going to, help my daughter get to know her alphabet, or get to know new words. Yeah, so it's all about that.